Welcome to Easy Science. Let us talk about quantification of elements and compounds. First, let us revise the basic equations we learnt in our previous lesson. Relative atomic mass is equal to mass of a given element divided by 1 over 12 the mass of C612 isotope. And relative molecular mass is equal to mass of a given molecule divided by 1 over 12 the mass of C612 isotope. Now let's talk about Avogadro constant. If you can remember things learnt in previous lesson, start answering with me. The relative atomic mass of carbon is 12. Relative atomic mass of sulfur is 32. Relative atomic mass of magnesium is 24. Great. Similarly, relative atomic mass of silver is 108. Now imagine if you take exactly 12 grams of carbon, how many carbon atoms will it contain? If you take 32 grams of sulfur, how many sulfur atoms will it contain? If 24 grams of magnesium is taken, how many magnesium atoms will be available? If 108 grams of silver is taken, how many silver atoms would there be? Do you have any idea of this? By the way, go back to the question and see that I have considered the masses of each atom equal to their respective relative atomic masses in grams. If you measure 12 grams of carbon, 32 grams of sulfur, 24 grams of magnesium, 1 gram hydrogen, 16 grams oxygen, 23 grams sodium, 40 grams of calcium, 35.5 grams of chlorine, 14 grams of nitrogen or 108 grams of silver, where again each element is measured in masses equal to their relative atomic mass. Know that each contains exactly 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms, which is a constant value for all. That means 12 gram carbon has 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms. 32 grams sulfur has 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 sulfur atoms. 24 grams of magnesium has 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 magnesium atoms. And 108 grams silver has 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 silver atoms. You know that relative molecular mass of hydrogen molecule is 2, carbon dioxide molecule is 44, water is 18 and oxygen molecule is 32. If you measure exactly 2 grams of hydrogen gas, how many hydrogen molecules will be there? In 44 grams of carbon dioxide gas, how many carbon dioxide molecules will there be? In 18 grams of water, how many water molecules will be there? In 32 grams of oxygen, how many oxygen molecules will be there? In 98 grams of sulfuric acid, how many sulfuric acid molecules will be there? If 71 grams of chlorine is taken, how many chlorine molecules will be there? If 17 grams of ammonia is taken, how many ammonia molecules will be there? If 180 grams of glucose is taken, how many glucose molecules are there in it? So again you end up with some similar questions, and remember that the masses of the compounds are taken in grams equal to their respective relative molecular mass. If you measure 44 grams of carbon dioxide, 98 grams of sulfuric acid, 63 grams of nitric acid, 2 grams of hydrogen, 32 grams of oxygen, 17 grams of ammonia, 154 grams of carbon tetrachloride, 71 grams of chlorine, 28 grams of nitrogen or 180 grams of glucose, where each compound is measured in masses equal to their relative molecular mass, know that each contain exactly 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules, which is a constant value. So, when a mass of any element equal to its relative atomic mass is taken in grams, it contains the same number of atoms irrespective of the element. When a mass of any substance equal to its relative molecular mass is taken in grams, it contains the same number of molecules irrespective of the substance. This constant is called as Avogadro constant after the great scientist Amedeo Avogadro. Value of the Avogadro constant is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 and it is symbolized by capital L. Let's talk about mole. If we have 12 books, we call it as a dozen of books. Similarly, if we have 500 papers, we call it as a ream. And if we have 1000 papers, we call it as a bundle. But about the term used to measure a large quantity of substances. The SI unit used to measure the amount of substance is mole. Mole is the amount of substance that contains as many building units as there are atoms in exactly 12.00 grams of C612 isotope. We know that 12 grams of carbon contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms. So, the number of basic units in a mole of any substance is constant and equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. That means 1 gram of hydrogen contains 1 mole of hydrogen atoms. 16 grams of oxygen contains 1 mole of oxygen atoms. 14 grams of nitrogen contains 1 mole of nitrogen atoms. 23 grams of sodium contains 1 mole of sodium atoms. 44 grams of carbon dioxide contains 1 mole of carbon dioxide molecules. 2 grams of hydrogen contains 1 mole of hydrogen molecules. 63 grams of nitric acid contains 1 mole of HNO3 molecules. And 17 grams of ammonia contains 1 mole of ammonia molecules. So, the relative atomic mass of any element taken in grams contains 1 mole of atoms or 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. And relative molecular mass of any substance taken in grams contains 1 mole of molecules or 6.022 into 10 to the 23 molecules. Mole is used as the unit to measure the amount of things such as atoms, molecules and ions. We know that 32 grams of sulfur contains 1 mole of sulfur atoms. So we can equate 1 mole of sulfur atoms to 32 grams of sulfur. Similarly, 35.5 grams of chlorine contains 1 mole of chlorine atoms. So we can equalize 1 mole of chlorine atoms to 35.5 grams of chlorine. 32 grams of oxygen contains 1 mole of oxygen molecules. So 1 mole of oxygen molecules is equal to 32 grams of oxygen. 180 grams of glucose contains 1 mole of glucose molecules. So 1 mole of glucose molecule equal to 180 grams of glucose. Molar mass is the mass of a mole of any substance. The unit used to measure molar mass is gram per mole or kilogram per mole. As relative atomic mass of hydrogen is equal to 1, molar mass of hydrogen is 1 gram per mole. As relative atomic mass of carbon is 12, molar mass of carbon is 12 grams per mole. Relative molecular mass of water is 18. So, molar mass of water is 18 gram per mole. As relative molecular mass of glucose is 180, molar mass of glucose is 180 grams per mole. We have a simple relationship to find the amount of any given substance. It is N equal M over M, where N represents amount of substance in moles. Simple M represents mass of the substance in grams and capital M represents the molar mass of the substance in grams per mole. Let us work out some questions. First question. Find the number of atoms in 5 moles of sulfur. You know that 1 mole of sulfur contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 sulfur atoms. So, number of atoms in 5 mole of sulfur equals 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 multiplied by 5, which is equal to 3.011 into 10 to the power 24. Question number 2. Find the total number of atoms in 3 moles of ammonia. You know that 1 mole of ammonia contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 ammonia molecules. So, the number of molecules in 3 moles of ammonia is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 1.8066 into 10 to the power 24. As one ammonia molecule has 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms, totally there are 4 atoms in 1 ammonia molecule. So, the total number of atoms in 3 moles of ammonia is 4 times of 1.8066 into 10 to the power 24, which is equal to 7.2264 into 10 to the power 24. Question number 3. Find the number of molecules in 0.4 mole of water. There are 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules in 1 mole of water. So, the number of molecules in 0.4 moles of water is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 into 0.4 moles divided by 1 mole, which is equal to 2.4088 into 10 to the power 23. Question number 4. Find the number of carbon dioxide molecules in 11 grams of carbon dioxide. It is given that relative molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44. Number of molecules in 44 grams of carbon dioxide is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So, the number of molecules in 11 grams of carbon dioxide is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 multiplied by 11 grams divided by 44 grams, which is equal to 1.5055 into 10 to the power 23. Question number 5. Find the amount of glucose in 36 grams of glucose. It is given that the molar mass of glucose is 180 grams per mole. Remember that amount means you have to give your answer in moles. Amount of glucose in 180 gram glucose is 1 mole. So, the amount of glucose in 36 grams of glucose is 1 mole into 36 grams divided by 180 grams, which is equal to 0.2 moles. We can do the same question in another method using the equation N equal m over m, where the mass is 36 grams and molar mass is 180 grams per mole. So, N is equal to 36 grams divided by 180 grams per mole, and the amount of glucose is 0.2 moles. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Meet you all in another video.